Hello and welcome to another video. In this video I'm in Ibadan. I went to Ibadan early on in the year, and when I was putting the clips together I decided that I would talk about lessons that I learned from my grandfather's life. My grandfather passed on about a year ago. It'll be a year in a few days, and he lived in Ibadan, so I thought I might as well just do that as opposed to talking through the clips. So one of the first things that I learned, or that comes to mind that I learned from my grandfather, is persistence. My grandfather faced a number of setbacks over the course of his life, in his academic life, in his work life, and he would tell me about them. He was a great storyteller, he had great memory, so he would tell me about conversations he had in his childhood with people who were against him or people who were challenging him, not necessarily always in a bad way, sometimes in a good way. And as he shares the story, one could see the determination to excel, to succeed, and that's something that always struck me. And another thing was, and it has been coming to mind a bit recently, it's just that spending time with the Lord looks different for everybody. There are people who pray really loud. There are people who listen to worship music, they dance, they cry. That's what their time with the Lord looks like. Some people are like studying with their book and their paper, and there are people who are just still. And I'm sure there are many other ways people spend time with the Lord, but I think sometimes it's easy to feel as though you're doing something wrong if you're not doing it the way you've seen people do it the most. And I remember times that I'll see my grandfather just still meditating, and that was different for me because it wasn't something that I observed often, but it's a picture that has come to mind recently. Another thing is the reminder that marriage can be good. I think we hear a lot of the bad things that can happen in marriage. We hear about cheating, we hear about divorce, but my grandparents' marriage is one example of a marriage that I saw that was good. I could see that their relationship was built on friendship, that they truly cared for one another. They would one person would start singing, the other person would join them, their voices would be blending harmoniously. They worshipped together, they took care of people together, and it was always just beautiful to see their interactions. And it's something that reminds me that marriage is a good thing, even though sometimes with all we hear it isn't always easy to believe that. I hope you are doing well. Let me know in the comments if you've been to Ibadan before. I haven't stayed in Ibadan for an extensive period of time, but it's something I would like to do one day. I like that it's hilly. I think the hilliness makes me want to explore it, and its age also makes me feel like there's stories to be found there. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Have a great day. Bye.
Yeah.